Anyone who has lived through a rainy season in Quezon City knows that the moment the downpour starts, the anxiety over flooded streets begins. But what if I told you the root of our severe flooding isn't just the volume of rain, but the very bottles we drink from? Good morning, and today I want to talk about a critical environmental problem choking our local community here in Quezon City, our staggering plastic waste generation, and a surprisingly concrete solution that we can implement to fix it. According to data from the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority and the city's solid waste management reports, Quezon City generates approximately 3,000 tons of solid waste every single day. We are the largest waste producer in Metro Manila of that mountain of trash. Roughly 10 to 12% is made up of plastics. That equates to over 300 tons of non biodegradable waste entering our system daily. When heavy rains hit, this plastic waste inevitably washes into our drainage networks, clogging them completely and turning our main roads into rivers. Furthermore, with our traditional disposal facilities nearing their maximum capacity, the city faces the expensive reality of hauling waste outside our geographic boundaries. While our local government has recently made commendable strides, such as the 2025 executive order banning single use plastics within City Hall facilities, these policies only slow down future consumption. They do not solve what to do with the millions of PET plastic bottles circulating in our economy. This brings us to a practical, engineering driven solution. We need to go beyond simply throwing plastic away. We need to integrate this waste directly into our urban infrastructure. I propose that our local construction industry adopts the use of shredded, recycled PET plastic as a partial replacement for fine aggregates in reinforced concrete beams. Concrete is the most widely used man made material on Earth, and it relies heavily on river sand as a fine aggregate. However, sand is a finite resource being mined at an unsustainable, ecologically damaging rate. By taking our discarded PET bottles, shredding them, and substituting them for a controlled percentage of the sand in our concrete mixes, we achieve two massive victories. Structurally, rigorous testing has demonstrated that when the replacement ratio is kept within optimal limits, the concrete maintains the necessary compressive and flexural strength required by building codes. Environmentally, we lock these plastics away permanently inside the structural frameworks of our buildings, guaranteeing they will never end up in our waterways. And for this to be effective, it is crucial that we focus this initiative strictly on urban construction workloads. Attempting to roll this out to rural areas right now introduces unnecessary logistical hurdles. These areas are simply harder to go into, and the financial and carbon costs of hauling urban plastic waste to these provinces would negate our environmental gains. The beauty of this solution lies in its localized focus. Quezon City produces a massive volume of waste, and the city's booming construction sector has the demand to absorb it. It is a perfect closed loop system where the problem directly feeds the solution. In conclusion, Quezon City's plastic crisis cannot be solved by bans and cleanups alone. We have to shift our perspective and view our plastic waste not as garbage, but as a readily available building material. By treating shredded PET plastic as a viable, fine aggregate for reinforced concrete, we can literally build a stronger, flood resistant city out of the very problem that currently plagues it. Thank you for your time. And are there any questions?